Jay-Z showed me you can literally be Beyonce and still not be enough for a man. Look, that's y'all fault y'all put Beyonce on the pedestal like that. And the only reason Beyonce is with Jay-Z in the first place is because why is Beyonce with Jay-Z in the first place? Oh, you can literally be Beyonce and Jay-Z's still gonna cheat on you. But then Beyonce turn around and make an extremely successful album about it. And y'all eat it up and she still go home to Jay-Z while y'all online miserable.
Damn. Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
Yes, having a boyfriend now is embarrassing because the jig is up. I saw that article in The Cut that questions if having a boyfriend now is embarrassing. And in my opinion, yes, it is, because we now know what it takes to maintain these long-term relationships with these men. We now know what it takes to even engage with them in a casual way at this point. It was assumed in the past that you would be taken care of, that they would be providing for you, that over time that the love would just grow. And now we know that's not what happens. Now we know women
That's not what happens for you.
Into these relationships, there is something that they're sacrificing, something, a part of themselves that they are completely abandoning and giving up in order to be in companionship with this male. No matter how much he likes you, no matter how much he worships you, no matter how much he wants to be there, no matter how much he likes you more than you like him, there is something embarrassing that you don't want to tell your friends that you put up with.
Nah, bro. Does she look like a girl that can get what you want? First of all. Second, it sounds like she's trying to convince you of something. No. It sounds like she's trying to convince herself of something.
Myself was embarrassed to tell y'all that I was in a relationship, which is so interesting because there was a point in time where I actually told myself, I'm going to have to settle if I want a man. And I remember...
All right, look, if I could give her one positive thing, her skin is really clear.
That was the moment I was like, wait a minute. I want this too badly. Like, for what? Now when my friends talk about men, I join them. I don't lead with, oh, I got a man, so I'm out the street. I don't know what y'all talking about. Man, I do know what y'all talking about to this day. Okay? So, yeah, having a man is embarrassing. I don't lead with it because what is the social currency at this point? When we know how much they struggle to meet women's expectations.
Yeah. She the type of woman to say her age in months. Like a old ass baby.
Boyfriend now is
you know what I'm saying? You know how people be like, oh yeah, my baby is 36 months. Like, bitch, why you didn't just say the baby was 3? No. She be like, we like, how old are you? She be like 174 months. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Talking of
matter of fact, how old is 174 months? I know this shit ain't got nothing to do with the video. I'm just curious right now. 174 divided by 12. That's 14. So she a little bit older than that. Hold on. 274 months divided by 12 is 22. How old she look? She look about maybe 28. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. 374 divided by 12. 31. So she about 300 months old.
Men struggling to meet women's expectations. But my question for you, lady, do you think you struggle to meet men's expectations? You ever thought about that? Chubby cheeks, double chin? You ever thought that you might be a 3 at best? You ever thought that? And it's funny to me because she talks about, oh, in order to have a relationship, you're going to have to sacrifice and give something up.
Bruh.
Well, tell me something that you have in your life that's worth having that you didn't have to sacrifice or give something up. Or maybe you don't know about sacrifice. Maybe you don't know about discipline. Maybe you don't know about working towards something in order to have something. You don't?
Hell nah. I wanted to see what her comment section was on, bruh. The sweetest muse. Ugh, that name sound like it tastes nasty. Hold on, let me see. TikTok.
Yes, having a boyfriend now is...
Alright, so let me see what y'all talking about in her comment section. My favorite quote in the article, why does having a boyfriend feel Republican? That is a very specific thing to say. What the hell does that mean? Having a husband seems worse. All right, well, get a divorce then, the fuck. I've never been happier in a relationship than I am single. All right. A golden retriever is still a dog. But y'all love dogs, though. There's always something. They have 3 to 6 months of my attention, then back to the trash they go. Bro, it's crazy how they could just talk just straight cash trash about us. She just called us trash, bro. This woman in this comment section just called us trash. And then she gonna reply talking about some, I like how you think. Man, look, bro. I agree with everything she said. I feel so bad for us women because from childhood they feed us this fairy tale about men and love that doesn't exist. And y'all miserable. We all just thought we were bad at picking with social media. Now we know they're all like that. But then they would hate for us to generalize them, right? Jay-Z showed me you can literally be Beyonce and still not be enough for a man. Look, that's y'all fault y'all put Beyonce on the pedestal like that. Jay-Z see Beyonce every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. And the only reason Beyonce is with Jay-Z in the first place is because you thought she was getting girls because of your looks? What I said? Oh, you thought you was getting girls because of your looks? Why is Beyonce with Jay-Z in the first place? Why don't we start there? You know, that seems like a more interesting conversation than Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce. Oh, you can literally be Beyonce and Jay-Z's still gonna cheat on you. But then Beyonce turn around and make an extremely successful album about it. And y'all eat it up. And she still go home to Jay-Z. Made all that money and go home to him. While y'all online miserable. Come on, bro. All right, look, bro. I'm making too much sense. Y'all don't like that. Y'all nigga out here making too much sense, goddammit.
If you got a college degree, did you have to sacrifice money, time, and resources to get that degree? Or give something up? I won't say anything about a fit body. It doesn't look like you have a fit body, but in order to have a fit body, you have to sacrifice and give things up for a fit body. Yeah, you might have to give up all the cupcakes and sitting down on the couch eating Cheetos, watching Netflix. You have to give something up. What about a nice car?
No. She look like she watched Disney Plus.
Did anyone give you a nice car for free? It's funny to me because women talk about men as a resource, but then they expect it to be a free resource that exceeds their expectations at no cost to them. How, Sway? How? Do you want a man to sacrifice anything to be with you or give anything up? Or can he just show up and get you for free? And on your knees, slurping and burping?
Whoa.
I always wonder this.
Oh, shit.
Women say the darnest things because other women say the darnest things. They just regurgitate it. I heard someone else say this. Clearly it's true. I'm not going to go investigate it. I'm not going to do any research. I'm not going to fact check it. If they like the source, they're going to like the message. If they like the source, they're going to like the message. Regardless of if the message makes sense or not. Who cares? They like the person who said it. They feel like it makes sense. And honestly, it just shows you that the psychology of women is to bond, is to connect, is to have community. In order for them to have community, they got to agree with the community. I seen a woman that once said that a lot of women will walk into a room full of losers and adapt. Yeah. This lady walked in a room full of feminists and adapt. She didn't think to herself, well, gee, maybe I shouldn't be in this room. Maybe if I'm going to stay in this room, I'm going to let them do what they're going to do. I'm going to, be suspicious of them, but I'm not going to follow them. No, of course not. Women are going to see the room as a bunch of losers and adapt and be...
You know what that means? That means a woman can also walk into a room full of demons and adapt. If we going based off of this example he gave, tell me as a woman, when you walked into a room, did you realize that everybody else in there was a demon? Did you walk into a room full of angels? What you did when you walked into a room full of angels? Have you ever walked into a room full of angels, bruh?
I'm one of the losers. And this is exactly what's happening.
I have.
Now, I had to pinpoint this out for her because she's so critical of men, even though she has a man. She says, oh, men don't exceed women's expectations. Well, let me see if she exceeds our expectations. Take a look at this. This is her. Now, is anybody super impressed by her figure and her shape? I'm not saying she's horrible, but she's definitely not winning any beauty pageants. She seems like she's overweight. Her arms are as thick as my legs.
Damn.
Yet you're going to say that you're going to have to settle for someone? You're going to have to settle for a man? What makes you think that a man's not settling for you? Yeah. What makes you think that if a man dates you, he's settling for you? And let me tell you something, women. Because men are the prize, and I know men are the prize, and y'all don't want to believe men are the prize. One of the proofs that men are the prize is women want a man that's better, smarter, more attractive, taller, stronger, fitter, everything.
Nigga sound like Kanye West, huh?
And they want a man that's essentially better than them in all objective places that you can measure. But here's the reality. If you can't date a man that has those exceeding expectations that you require, and you gotta settle, maybe, just maybe, you're not who you think you are. Maybe the guy you think you're settling for, you're not actually settling for, he's actually your level. Just maybe. Okay? So why not have some gratitude and appreciation that you even have somebody? It's a lot of women out here single, stressing that they got nobody. They got to do life by themselves. All by themselves.
They ain't too hungry in this bitch.
All right, I'm listening to your question now.
All right. Give me like 15 seconds. So just a little thought-provoking question, right?
Uh-huh.
What's a double standard that exists that you would change?
That I would change being a hoe.
Hold on, what?
Being a hoe.
Who a hoe?
I feel like men are allowed to be hoes and it's acceptable. Women, you get bashed for being a hoe. I would change that standard simply because I feel like a hoe is a hoe, no matter what the gender is.
But do you think any nigga could be a hoe?
I feel like with the right amount of money, you can.
But, alright, do you think any girl can be a hoe?
Women are called hoes automatically.
I'm saying, not just the label, like the action of. Do you think it's easier for a woman to be a hoe or a man to be a hoe?
Women, because anything a woman does, you automatically get called a hoe. You talk to 2 niggas at one time, you a hoe. A nigga could talk to 5 bitches at one time. Oh, you a player. Like, oh, you big dog.
Because he had to work to be a hoe.
No, you didn't.
Yes, he did.
All you gotta do is flash some money.
No, he had to get the money.
No, you don't. All you do is pretend like you got it. You can use your rent money
Well,
in a picture.
He still had to pretend. He had to post a picture.
All you had
to do some kind of planning.
A woman, like right now, if I post my picture of my feet, I'll have 20 people DM me. I'll be called a hoe.
All right, well, look, what happened if I post my feet?
They would be like, get the fuck out.
Bruh, you recording?